Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McEachern High School Football Hotbed National Showcase, the True 19, here live and in color. We're roughly about 3 minutes away from kickoff. Glad to have everybody with us here at the National Showcase at McEachern High School. It has two teams, one in Granite jerseys, one in white jerseys. We'll look forward to getting things started here. We have already partook in the sophomore and freshman game. It's been a pretty exciting atmosphere. Got our two announcers here, Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, bringing you the game in its best variety. Once again, glad to have everybody with us. Sit back and enjoy. Thank you so much.
All right, welcome back here to McEachern High School.
Glad to be back, Coach.
I'll tell you what, man, it's been a great day. And this place, this is probably one of the best facilities in the state. I would say hands down.
I don't think there's any debating that. There's very few places where you can go and, watch a football game and sit in a press box that, is bigger than most people's houses. So.
Yes, we're putting up a press box now, and I'm not sure that this is what our AD has in mind. It'd be nice, though. But we're looking at the games, and based upon the last two games, I would say what we said the very first game, the center quarterback exchange, obviously the deep snaps, and then in addition to that, special teams play. I think those are going to be the deciding factors.
Well, they were, it was – we thought it might be in the last game with the two bad snaps through the end zone, with the game being 11-7 coming out after halftime. So it was kind of one of those things where you were looking at it and saying, I hope there's another score so it doesn't end that way.
Right. You'd hate the two bad snaps to be what caused the game to go one way or the other. And both times it was just a snap straight to the end zone. I mean, the one was just way off to the right and went past the kicker, and the other one was like a one hop, and he broke down like a shortstop, and it just went off his elbow out of the end zone.
Yeah, our man last game, he was doing double duty.
Yeah, in the last game, in the sophomore game, they didn't have but one kicker, and so the kid kicked for both sides. He was a wardrobe change genius.
He had the Velcro jersey, Coach.
The Velcro jersey. But we're getting ready to crank up right here. Both teams met at midfield, and we're getting ready to get started with a coin toss. Looks like the captains are going to walk out for the Granite teams. Number 72. Number 72, that's Trevor Marquette from Neenah, Wisconsin. Wow. Number 92, Jason Wallace from Sugar Hill, Georgia. Number 55, Richard Watson from Tampa, Florida. And number 1, Tyreek Stevenson from Miami, Florida. For the white team, that's a long ways away, fellas. Looks like number 7, Wayne Dennis Jr. from Riverview, Florida. Number 44, Jaden Watkins from Jonesboro, Georgia. All right, hey, Jonesboro.
There you go.
Help me out with numbers here, guys.
It looked like number 3.
I see number 3. What's the 20s number? Is that 27?
I think so.
Jalen Mason from Atlanta, Georgia, number 27. And then number 3. There is no number 3 on my roster. Sorry, buddy. But congratulations to the captains. Waiting on the coin toss. There's been really good sportsmanship all day, and my favorite, there's been, I think, in 2 games we've had 7 flags. Is that correct, Coach?
You got it, Coach. 7 flags.
And stuff that you just can't avoid, stuff like illegal forward pass, delay a game.
They called a holding, and it had to be called.
Yeah, the guy was getting mugged.
And then they've called a targeting, and,
That's, you got to err on the side of caution.
Mm-hmm. So, No, it hadn't been all that bad, considering that what we saw last week, there was probably 345 yards of penalties in a game that ended with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
So,
what do you think about this green face mask down here on the sideline?
it's pretty green, Coach.
That is green. Never seen a green face mask.
It's like either Langston
Is that
Hughes
Langston
or
Hughes?
Kennesaw Mountain. There's two of them. There's the guy snapping the ball has got one, too.
Number 7's from Miramar, Florida, Coach.
Well, there you go. See where 96 is from, Coach. Coral Springs, Florida, right?
Yep. Okay, looks like the white team's going to defer, and I'm guessing the Granite team's going to elect to receive. Because if they don't, they're going to have to kick the ball twice. We've been a part of a game where that happened, and it's not a good idea.
You mean you don't want to kick it off to them twice, Coach?
No, I do not. Although I always tell my kids, we want to defer KFC.
Kick from the clock.
Kick from the clock, KFC. And they're like, the restaurant? Like, no, just say it. Okay.
You got to make sure that you clarify that, Coach.
Yeah. Some of the linemen might try to. It's kind of like on third down when I yelled, "Get off the field," and the kids are like, should we come with you or?
No, Coach. We had kids that came off the field. I saw that. That happened.
Yeah, there's some miscommunication there. It shows you how unfootball savvy some of the kids are these days.
26-1 deep to receive, Coach, for Granite.
Incorrect.
Like number 4-1.
Number 4-1 deep for Granite. That's going to be Tyreek Stevenson, number 1 out of Miami, Florida, and number 4 Calvin Littles out of Gainesville, Florida.
I bet those guys can't run.
Gator country.
I bet they can't run at all.
I think that Florida is probably the home of speed. I think that's probably where speed originated. There's a good chance that that's where it's from. Lining up to kick for the white team. That's going to be Kenny Pham out of Port Arthur, Texas, number 1. They're going to line up to kick. And there it goes. A deep kick, driving back to about the 3-yard line. Coming around the right side. He's loose. There he goes. Oh, and I'm pretty sure he just got a face mask. That was number 1, Tyreek Stevenson out of Miami, Florida on the return, and I thought he was going to break that one. I mean, that was just straight up the sideline. Can we take a look at that?
They marked him at the 45, Coach.
All right, let's see. Number 1 streaking down the sideline.
Number 1, Tyreek Stevenson for a nice run. Coming up to about the 40, 45.
It was a nice play by number 14 on the tackle. That was Keelan Marion from Atlanta, Georgia that made that play right there. Saved a touchdown. Because Tyreek Stevenson, I think we're going to say his name more than one time today. Granite team lining up. Hey, look at that. Not doubles. And there's a flag on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
He's waving it off.
Yeah, you're bad at counting, buddy. They're going to wave off that flag. All right, got a sniffer back to the left side, back off to the right. There's a snap. Quick give to the left side on the zone. Good for about 3 yards. Looks like that play is going to be made by number 92, Nicholas Marino out of Hollywood, Florida.
Going to have second down and about 7. All right at about the 48-yard line. Just underway here. We got big boy rules in this game. We got 12-minute quarters.
All right, looks like you're going to have 2 receivers split out to the left side, 1 to the right. Sniffer back to the right side, back off to the left. Wade awaits a snap, and it's going to be a false start. Can we take a glance at that real quick? Let's see, who was it? My goodness. Yep, that was the right guard. Going to start a little early. Same formation. Wade awaits a snap. There's a snap. fakes the zone to the right. He's off to the left, and he's off to the races, and there he goes. Good for about a 11-yard gain.
13.
Well, they're waving him out right here.
Yeah, we lost the yardage on the.
Oh, yeah, good job, Coach. See, I can't think that far ahead.
Quarterback for the Granite, keeping the ball. First down.
First down, nice play.
First trip into white territory today for the Granite. Got first down and 10 at the white 44-yard line.
11th grade white home. 11th grade Granite visitors.
All right, Granite coming up. See what they're going to give us.
Bit of a
Change formation.
spread right here.
Trips to the right, to the right, single receiver to the left, back offset to the left. Wade takes a snap,
Bubble.
looks to his right, throws the bubble screen, quick out to number 6, and he's a big fella.
For 9.
That's number 6 right there, Dante Kiet out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And I believe that play was made by number 13, Deshaun Dixon. Well, I hear Jalen Mason was the guy that made that play, number 27. But it's going to bring up second and short.
Second and 1 at about the 35-yard line. This looks like this opening looks much more smooth than the other 2 games today, maybe because the kids are a little bit older.
I think so. 2 receivers split out to each side. Wade takes a snap, looks to his left, throws it out, and he gets blasted. It's caught, and he's going to be a little short. It's caught at the line of scrimmage. Nice play by, looks like, number 25, Deshante Holloway out of Villa Rica, Georgia.
Played them guys before. They always look good in the uniform.
Yeah, they do.
So we're looking at they gave him a yard, Coach. Look.
They're calling that a first down?
They gave him 2 yards.
Okay. Well, okay.
Hey, those were the 2 yards that they lost last game. They showed up this game.
Redistribution of yardage.
So now we got first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, it looks like Granite's on the march. Wade brings guys out and line up.
Uh-oh.
It looks like they're going to get in the eye.
Under center in the eye. A pro set for the first time today, ladies and
Here
gentlemen.
we go. Just plain old right. And there's the give
Straight
around the right side. Oh,
Hello.
and nice carry by you're not going anywhere, Hoss.
Number 8.
That's number 8, Kalon Manuel out of Decatur, Georgia. He's met by a host of white members right there.
Number 27 showed up. Whew.
Number 27, Jalen Mason from Atlanta, Georgia, right there on the tackle. I mean, it looked like he might have a little bit of something, but that real estate ran out quick, buddy.
In a hurry.
You know, one of the things we saw last game was there was a couple times where kids broke outside, and the closing speed was impressive.
Right back in the eye.
Tight end to the right.
To the left.
To the left. There he is, yeah. Receiver split out to each side. And
Tight end down the seam. Wow.
Wade makes a throw.
The guy caught that ball.
He caught
That's
it.
a touchdown.
We got to look at that because he's being held the whole time. So let's take a look at that. That's going to be number 20 on the reception.
That's a 32-yard touchdown pass.
Here we go. All right, now watch right here. The DB's holding him. He's all into him, and he still catches the football.
Wow.
Great play by number 20. And sorry, Hoss, I don't know your name because it's not on here. But that was a great catch. Wayne Dennis. Great job by Mr. Dennis. Lining up to kick is Billy McConnell from Plantation, Florida. And the kick is up and good.
And the kick is good.
That's going to give Granite a 7-0 lead.
It's going to give Granite.
With 8 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first quarter.
There you go, Coach.
Man, Coach, thoughts on that drive?
Well, it started with a 43-yard or 42-yard kickoff return. And then you've got, you had the nice 13-yard run on the zone keep by the quarterback. And then you come back, you got receptions of 9 yards, and then you got the big 32-yard touchdown pass where he just wanted the ball more than the DB did.
I mean, the guy was hanging off of him, and he still caught the ball. That's impressive.
Hey, man, you playing in this game so somebody will notice you. That's how they'll notice you.
That cat wasn't looking for a flag. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and make a touchdown anyway.
Man, I'll take this, and you can just go on about your business. And we had, that was 3 straight completions on that drive, too.
Yeah, very efficient. Very efficient.
It was, it was a 6-play drive, positive yardage on all the plays. So there you go.
All right.
The only one negative you had was the false start penalty, but they erased that.
Billy McConnell out to kick for the Granite team. You got some deep numbers right there, Coach.
I can't see these guys.
Number 3, it looks like.
3 and
onside kick. Man, nice. There you go, big fella. 99 falls on the ball. Zaire Turner out of Tarburn, Georgia.
Nice job. White will start at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say, they'd onside kick every play. That when you do it, it ends up being like something like 15 yards difference total in average start position for the other team. But I'm just here to tell you, man, letting somebody start right there every time, that's a little scary to me. I need you to have space to make mistakes. You know what I mean? White team comes out and lines up. They got a tight trips look. They bring over motion, give to the back around the right side. It looks like he's got a little room, but no, sir. He's brought down. That was number 9, Valerian Agbaugh from McEachern High School on the number 9, there we go. Cross Patton from Atlanta, Georgia on the run. And then number 21, Kenny Edward from Loganville, Georgia on the tackle right there. And it's a tackle for a loss. That was a nice play.
3-yard loss. What number is that running back, Coach?
That was number 9.
Number 9.
Cross Patton. Got like a tight slot look with a wing to the right-hand side. Give him a hard count right there, trying to draw off the defensive line off. Quarterback set up. And they bring a guy off and put a guy on. Yeah, and then try to move people. And, yeah, and there's a flag. You can't bring people off and put them on while the ball's in play.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you can do it on defense, I guess. If you don't have enough, maybe.
Hey.
Yeah, so now we're looking at, what, 2nd and 18?
2nd and 18, Coach.
It'll be 2nd and 18 on the 45. On the 40.
Quarterback in the gun. That's number 4, Caleb Dixon. He's going to drop. Looks to his right. He's going to roll right. Throws back across. I think his knee might have been down, yeah.
14.
That's number 14, Keelan Marion from Atlanta, Georgia.
Pick up a 10.
It was bang, bang, but his knee was down. But, it's a big completion. You're looking now, and it's 2nd and 18. Now you're looking at 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, buddy.
That's doable. 3rd and 8's doable.
3rd and 8's a lot better than 3rd and 18, I can assure you that.
Got
a little broken diamond look right here.
Quads out to the left. Single receiver to the right. Quarterback drops. Looks left. He's got a man. He got his back out of the backfield. That was number 9. That's Cross Patton on the catch.
Number 8, Miles Farmer.
Nice throw by Caleb Dixon right there. Through a frozen rope, Coach.
Number 9, Cross Patton.
Wish some of these kids had unrolled their jerseys. Empty backfield, trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. There's a snap. Dixon Dixon's just going to run to the right, and he throws one up, and it's just a little bit out of reach. Okay. Gotcha.
Incomplete. Turnover on down.
And
11th grade Granite.
White is going to turn the ball over on downs, and Granite's going to come on out, have pretty good starting field position.
I think if he had to do it all over again, he would have ran. I think he could have run for the first down.
I thought he had it. I thought that's what he was going to do. The kid appears to be able to run really well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you and I know, I'll tell you what, some of the best plays you'll ever have is if you got to run a quarterback is getting in empty and then just letting him
take off.
Let him take off. You know, catch people in man and just run down the field.
Mm-hmm.
Because that inside linebacker ain't going to catch him.
Nope, he's not.
All right, Granite's going to come out. They're in the eye again.
Well,
tight end left. Two receivers to each, one receiver to each side. There's a snap. Just ISO to the left-hand side and good for about maybe a yard. Didn't really get a number on that one.
27 made the tackle again.
27, that's going to be Jalen Mason.
That's his third tackle.
I want to say that was 34 on the carry, though.
It was.
Timeout Granite.
30, is it 34 or 32?
34 carried that time.
Yeah, I don't have his name.
32 carried in the first series.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anyway. Well, you got a timeout right here.
Granite took their first timeout. Got 5:35 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Granite sitting at 2nd and 9 at their own 48 or 47-yard line.
What you got right here?
Just from watching them, it looks like, well, they went back.
The naked because they run the eye.
Yeah, that's a good call, Coach. Getting a 50 look right. Well, no.
Deion Edwards out of Rochester, New York, under center right there.
There's your naked, Coach.
There it is, buddy. He rolls right. He's got a man and just can't make it. Trying to target number 80, Dylan Foreman, out of URLE, Georgia.
Dylan Foreman.
But it's just thrown a little short. He just couldn't quite get there.
You were all over that play call right there, Coach. Got 3rd and 9 right here. Let's see if they go back to their spread look.
I mean, you just about got to. Deion Edwards still in at quarterback. All right. Granite comes up. Gonna be a empty look. Trips to the left. Two receivers to the right. Deion Edwards in the gun. There's the snap. He drops.
Screen.
Quick screen out to the left side, and
Nothing.
that's going nowhere.
Number 27.
That kid, Jalen Mason, we might be looking at him early as a defensive player of the game because he's been all over the place.
Wow.
But it looks like that Granite's going to send out Billy McConnell to go ahead and punt this one away, try and play some field position. I think that's a wise move. Looks like they're running spread punt. Well, when you can't rush the punter, I think that's a great idea.
They only got 10.
Okay,
1, 2, 3, 4,
somebody
5,
just ran
6,
off.
7, 8, 9, 10. They got 10.
Okay, somebody just left the field, so I don't think he was supposed to. There's a snap. McConnell kicks it. It's low and like an end-over-end kick. And
Looking at about a 24-yard punt.
It's going to be down. Looks like the white team is going to start at about their own 28-yard line, which really not bad field position. I would have thought that McConnell would have been him much deeper right there. But hit the ball kind of funny. Ball came off his foot weird. It looked more like a kickoff than a punt. I'm thinking he caught the tip of the ball, and that's what happened.
Yeah, it didn't look real good. So we're sitting right here, 4:28. It's 1st and 10 at the white 28-yard line. See if they can get something going right here.
All right, White comes out with a slot to the right and a wing to the right. They're going to give to number 9 up the gut. Oh, nice, tough run. Number 9 on the carry. That's Cross Patton out of Atlanta, Georgia. Brought down by Amaru Tenias from North Miami Beach, Florida for the Granite team.
Right back on the ball. Got 2nd and 1.
Same formation. There's a snap. Quick give to number 9. He pulls
play.
through a tackle, and he's going to get a first down. That's Cross Patton again on the carry.
All right. So we got 1st and 10 now at the white 40-yard line. Wholesale changes coming in.
Well, I was just trying to see who made that last play. Tell you what, there's a lot of guys out there coming up to the ball.
Like number 16, Coach.
I think you're right, Coach. That's number 16. It was Darius Conley out of Miami Gardens, Florida, on that last play for the Granite team. Empty backfield, trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Quarterback rolls to the right. He's got a man. Number 2. Nice throw and catch right there. Amir Spivey from Atlanta, Georgia on the catch. 25. Huge play.
25-yard gain.
I think that was Kendall Boney on the pass right there, number 5 at quarterback.
Who caught that? Number 4?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Amir Spivey.
Looking here now, we got the white team's first trip into the Granite team's side of the field. They got 1st and 10 at the Granite 35-yard line.
Boney in the gun. With Patton off to his left that time. But it looks like they're going to fix things right here. Went to the sideline.
Officials timeout right here.
Somebody's hands cold. I still wonder why he has so many stripes. You think maybe he's in charge, so he has more stripes than they do? You know, it works that way in the Army.
No, we got an injured player. That's what it is, Coach.
I wonder what's wrong with him. Well, we'll just have to wait a minute and see what's going on. Let's see if we can go back and look at the last play, see if we could find anything.
I don't think he's hurt.
Where somebody went down. I don't see anything, but
he just waved everybody off and got up on a knee.
I'm trying to look for him. I don't see anything where anybody got tangled up and he just popped up. I'm not sure what's going on. Get all the coaches out there.
Some kind of equipment issue on what number is this? 00?
So I'm not sure what's going on right here.
Yeah, this is the fun part about this. We have no idea what's going on.
Well, we need to mic up the referee so they can let us know what's happening. But then I always worry they might hear what I'm saying because I'm not real friendly a lot of times. I hold those guys to a pretty high standard. But
unless something changes, Granite's going to play with 9 players. I don't
okay,
think that's going to work.
Well, it's not going to work out good for them. I'll tell you that. I speak from experience on that one. Having less guys than you're supposed to have doesn't usually work. As a matter of fact, sometimes having more guys than you're supposed to have doesn't work. It just depends on who you're playing. All right, here we go.
1, 2.
All right, and now they're gonna meet and talk about it. My goodness, there you go. Let's play some
Rolling.
ball. Let's play some ball, fellas.
Back to football here.
Here we go. All right.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
There you
line.
go. Trips to the left, single receiver to the
Granite.
right. Quick give to Patton right there.
Good 40-yard
Cross
gain.
Patton, good job, good run. That kid's running tough. Who was that on that play? Number 23?
It was.
That's number 23, Sean McDaniel on the play. Tell you what, man, that kid's Patton doesn't look very big from up here, but he sure is running hard.
It looks like both of these teams may have had a little bit longer to practice just from the early,
Well,
flow
the
of
offense
game.
seems to be more together.
Mm-hmm.
A little conversation in the backfield. That's never something anybody wants to see.
And just as I say that,
So what's my route again? All right, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. There's a snap. Quarterback drops, rolls to the right, and wisely just gets rid of it.
and intentional grounding.
I think that's iffy because there was a receiver over there, but that's what they're going to call. There's a receiver right there. He's walking back right there in a gold helmet. I think that's a bad call. That is a bad call. But that's going to be on Kendall Boney. They're from Jonesboro, Georgia. They're going to call him for intentional grounding. It is what it is. I thought he had a receiver right there. Is that number 11 right there in the gold helmet on the far side?
Yeah.
That's Deontay Brown from Lawrenceville, Georgia. He was running down the sideline right over there. I mean, the kid obviously was throwing the ball away, but we allot for that in football. If there's somebody in that area.
Coach, I'm sorry, I was taken aback. It's the first time I've ever seen teams from one sideline run to the other sideline and start asking questions. So I was kind of trying to see what was going on.
maybe they're it looks like we're gonna punt it.
That's a loss of down.
Yep. So gonna play the field position game. Probably wise. Every defensive coach in America would tell you to punt it. Punt it. Kick it. That's always their answer. Kick it. If you get close and you can't get in, kick it. If you get backed up. I've never heard anybody say go for it. Timeout White. They're trying to figure it out right there.
Well, I jinxed it. I opened my mouth and said something.
And it's like we said, we yell at our kids and we've run this 1,000 times. And these guys get to say, come on, we've done this 6 times.
I mean, you don't know you're on the punt team after you've been here for 35 minutes? Come on now.
I tell you what, man, we've got kids that were there for, 3 months and didn't know they were on the punt team?
Yep. It's always, you always got to make sure you get over there and talk to the cheerleaders in between plays.
Oh, yeah, it's super important.
Well, we just saw one punt with 10. Let's see how many. It looks like 37 on this punt team.
Here we go. Let's get a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Granite's got 11 out there.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see what White puts out there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 right now.
Okay. Hopefully some of those guys are headed for the sideline.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 now.
Okay.
Everything was going so swimming.
Well, when the coaches are out at the numbers, that's not a good sign. I'm not sure what it is they're trying to figure out. Oh, there it is, the ball.
Oh, well,
There it is.
They're not going to punt. They said that.
Okay. But they're saying it's still 3rd down.
Mm-hmm.
So, lost it down, maybe not lost it down. Just kidding. Just funny.
My guess is they overruled the call.
If they overruled it.
Who overruled? Did they call New York? Is that how that works? They must have phoned that in, review, and overruled the call. I tell you what, there's been 400 people come on and off the field in the last, 2 minutes.
If they're not
And not a single play run.
they're not in shape, they've already gotten their running in for next year.
All right, still just holding, folks. Sorry, I wish there was something we could do.
According to the down marker.
Yeah, let's throw the ball back out now. Okay. And
It is fourth down.
Fourth down. Here we go.
All right, fourth down.
All right. Fourth and about 15.
Got empty right here.
Boney waiting on the snap. Empty backfield. Getting lots of pressure. God bless America. And I don't know what that heat-seeking missile was.
Number 23 got half the sack, and number 55.
Number 23, Sean McDaniel, and number 55 came in like a scalded dog. Richard Watson out of Tampa, Florida. Let's take a look at that now. That's worth a watch. You see right here, number 23 coming in. But then Watson just comes out of nowhere. Here, I'm going to show you this live. And just smashes him. That was beautiful. All right. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be Granite ball right there at the 47-yard line. And they're having a conversation about who's supposed to be playing offensive line, I think.
There we go.
And then number 75 says, hey, bro, I'm here. Yep, there he is. There's number 50. He just got drafted into play. Wade at quarterback. In the gun, trips off to his right, single receiver to his left, back offset to his right. He drops.
Going deep.
He's going to his left. He's got a man, and it's going to fall short. But they threw the flag.
Probably going to call it on the offense.
Well, I don't think so. I think they're probably going to call on defense. But that's one of those deals where that ball got thrown behind him. I don't think it would have mattered. But, I'm not a referee either. That ball was intended for number 10, Major Williams.
Wow.
Tell you what, these shadows are messing with the numbers, aren't they?
Sure are.
No, that was number 20.
Yeah.
Or is that 20?
That was 20 they were going to.
Okay, sorry. That's Wayne Dennis Jr. out of Riverview, Florida.
Same guy that caught the.
Hey, he caught the touchdown a minute ago.
Now you got first and 10 at the white 38-yard line for the Granite right here.
Wade in the gun. Trips to his right, single receiver to his left. He looks right. Throws. Number 2 makes a couple people miss. That was a nice little move. That's Irwin Bird out of Powder Springs, Georgia. Let's take a quick look at that. I like the move. He's going to come from that middle spot right there. Little slant. Catches the ball in space right there. Just found a hole. Nice job.
Back in that situation, Coach, you got 2nd and 1. It's time to take your shot.
Oh, yeah. Throw to the end zone. Got 2 receivers split out to each side. Wade in the gun. There's a snap. Fakes the give.
No, he gave it.
Okay. And they're going to call a hold right there, I think. Let's see what that call is. Anybody got that call? It's in the area of holding. Yep. It was a face mask. It was in there in the pile.
And it's that rule that doesn't exist in high school football, the 5-yard face mask.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got him right there. It's kind of a big pile. Anywho, it's going to be a first down for the Granite team. I know they got to be excited about that.
Yeah.
So the Granite team on the move again.
Running down here close to 1:15 left in the first quarter. Granite's got a chance to take a 2-touchdown lead right here early.
So Kaylon Manuel kind of putting in some work here. Fake to Kaylon Manuel. Wade rolls to his left. Looks like he's got a run pass option. And off the hands of number 80, Dylan Foreman, big tight end from Early, Georgia. You got to hate that happens. I really thought they had some right there. He was rolling.
He did a really nice job of letting 80 clear. They had him held up pretty well coming off the line, and then as he attacked the line of scrimmage, he opened up and hit him right in the hands.
That's a shame. Just ball went right off his hands. That's got to be frustrating for Wade. Because it looked like he wanted to run, but then he saw him and held up and threw the ball. Wade in the gun, Manuel off to his right-hand side. Two receivers split out to each side.
False start.
And that's a false start on big number 72. I hate to do it to you, Hoss, but that's Trevor Marquette from Neenah, Wisconsin. That's a long way to come to false start, buddy. But, you know, it's unfortunate. Usually I only call the big guys' numbers when they mess up, especially on offense. At least defensive guys get to make plays.
Yep, now you get down there getting close to the red zone. Have a drop on first down and a penalty on now you're sitting there at 2nd and 15.
Shooting yourself in the foot.
We've been there, done that, Coach.
Oh, indeed. All right, here we go. Same formation. Let's see what the Granite team has for us. The final seconds of the first quarter, there's a snap. Wade drops. Starts out looking to his right, comes back to his left. And that's going to be complete. It's number 20, Wayne Dennis from Riverview, Florida.
27 yards.
Good for about 7 yards.
Got it back into a 3rd and 8 right here.
On the tackle, number 44, Jaden Watkins from Jonesboro, Georgia. But you're back to 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those things.
Here we go. Granite team going to line up. Let's see what we got here. Looks like it's going to be doubles again. Well, we're not going to get to line up. That's the end of the first quarter. 7-0 in the favor of the Granite team right now. Well, hey, Bo.
Hey there, Coach Collins. How are you today?
I'm good. I think I'm standing on your cord there.
That's all right. It won't be the last time you stand on my cord. All right, man. Well, I mean, Football Hotbed's done a great job bringing this national showcase. I mean, you mentioned at the very beginning of the games where these players have come from. Go ahead and list a couple of the states that we've seen these players.
Well, obviously Georgia, but
right.
You got New York, New Jersey, Florida, Wisconsin, Texas, in other games, Hawaii, Virginia, Kentucky. I mean, these kids are from all over the place.
And they've all come down here during this Martin Luther King holiday, and it's been very interesting. On Saturday, they had a showcase. Sunday, they went out and saw colleges, SEC, ACC schools to go kind of visit and figure out what they wanted to do. And it's a really good way for them to get an idea and a good sampling of the recruiting process here with Football Hotbed. These 3 games, I mean, give me a summary kind of on your thought process on the skill level, because we've seen a lot of all-star games, especially the past couple of weeks. What is your thought here right now by all these players that have participated in these games today?
It's been really good play, but I've seen several kids that I think we'll see play on Saturday and maybe 1 or 2 on Sunday.
Well, here started the second quarter. It's 7-0, courtesy of the Granite. 3rd down and 8 right now, ball on the 20.
They call a timeout because Granite's a man down. I was looking. I was trying to find the tight end right there because there was empty backfield. Now I only saw doubles, and I was like, okay, where's the where's the 11th guy? And I was like, okay, are they tricking him with like tight end trips or something? What do they got going right here?
I've had an opportunity to sit in there and listen to both you and Coach Chapman jinx each other on how wonderful the game was going here in the first quarter. And things went sideways, and finally it seemed like we were getting something put together. They are 12-minute quarters. We did start roughly about 45 minutes late based on the sophomore game that took a little bit longer than expected, but definitely saw a good sophomore game was definitely better than the freshman game, and I like to think that this senior game or this junior game that's going on right now, it definitely seems more skill based, which is nice to see.
Oh yeah. Much smoother.
Yes, smoother in the athletic capabilities, not necessarily in the running of the clock.
This is true.
Yes.
So you're gonna end up with a doubles look, 2 receivers split out to each side. Wade waits on the snap. There it is. He's gonna look left. He's gonna let it fly.
Dribbled it down the road.
And
Wrong sport. Wrong sport.
Off the hands of number 1, Tyreek Stevenson. That was a kid that had the big return earlier in the game.
It's going to be 4th down and 8 right now.
You know, it'd be interesting to see if they bring in Billy McConnell to kick. And he's on the field, so I think that might be what they're planning to do.
Well, you and Coach Chapman have done a great job. Appreciate y'all coming out here today during Martin Luther King to call these 3 games. For everybody that's part of the football hotbed staff, been very accommodating to get us set up here at McEachern High School. At least we're able to stay warm up here in the press box.
Oh, no doubt, man.
We're looking at roughly about a 38-yard field goal.
There's a snap and hold.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And it's up, and it's good.
Yeah, give them 3. And with 11 minutes and 56 seconds left here in the second quarter, the Granite Rising Juniors, our true 19, as they call it, 10, and the white team.
So these are all rising?
Well, they're called the true 19, so realistically they'll be seniors next year. They're,
Okay,
they're
'cause
true
I was
juniors right now.
That 9th grade game, those kids are rising freshmen?
No, they're freshmen.
that's ooh,
They're big boys.
that's some big kids.
Yes, no, this is these are all freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. It gets a little complicated when you're trying to make sure that you're not stepping on no rises. There's no seniors out here right now. These are all juniors that are playing. They've nicknamed them #True19 because in 2019 is when they'll be graduating from high school, heading on to the next level from a college perspective. You know, it's crazy right now with all the colleges, you know, the signing dates that moved up, and now we got signings that will occur in February, so everything's all over the place. With it, you actually had some of your players. Union College, I saw that, coming from Community Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that getting posted out there in the old social networks. Well, it's kickoff right now, down 10-0. Like to see the white team do something here.
There's the McConnell kick. It's a nice deep kick, going to be fielded at about the 3-yard line. That's number 3. He's going to cut out to the left for the white team, and he's going to get blasted.
Looks like we have an injury on the field, number 99 for the white team. Possible knee.
That's Valerian Agba on the return.
It's roughly about a 15-yard return. Not too bad. Kick in the corner right there.
It was a good kick. It drove him deep. I'm hoping this is nothing major with number 99.
Well, they always say that, you know, you don't want any injuries at all, but mostly when you start talking all-star games and showcases like this, you're here to participate. I mean, injuries happen. That, you know, you move past them, you get better, and you get yourself healed and get yourself ready for the next season.
That was Zaire Turner, who's down right now.
Is there anything that you can see on the instant replay of what might caused him to go down?
Well, that's what I'm looking at right now.
I had a feeling. I was feeling you over there looking through the instant replay. I'm glad we were able to bring instant replay to you, courtesy of the old Huddle sideline. Been able to do that as well. Got a thumbs up from our producer, so we're able to actually bring it to you if you found it.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is Mr. Turner right here, and he's setting up the block, and he gets blasted, and I think he just goes down funny. Yeah. I think he's planted. And he goes down funny.
Oh, they're definitely taking a look at him on there.
He got decleated.
Yeah.
So
he's just making sure all his extremities are still there.
Well, yeah, I can remember doing that inventory check more than one time. You start, okay, all right.
I got this.
Nothing's broken. I can breathe.
Right.
Okay, I can move my extremities. All right, we're good to go.
Well, we do have the website for Football Hotbed and also their Twitter. So hit them up on Twitter. Hit them up on their website if you're interested and you're able to kind of chime into this game and something that you're interested in knowing a little bit more about football hotbed, feel free to do that, especially with any juniors out there about to be seniors here in high school. It's first down and 10 for the white team, ball on the 23.
And you're going to have trips to the right. Going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's not going to find much ground right there. That was number 4, Caleb Dixon on the carry.
Number 4, Caleb Dixon on the carry. Brought down.
It's been tough sledding today for teams trying to run the ball. I'm just here to tell you.
Right. I mean, if it turns into a 7-on-7, everybody at least knows their way about. But when you start doing the running gaps and making sure everybody's running, it gets a little bit more intense.
Well, the offensive line, if there's one group that has to gel and has to play together in order to be good, it's the offensive line.
You got to know because the defense can just, pin their ears back and go at it a couple
Right.
times. Yeah. It's definitely much easier from an offense. Now, they were on quads out there.
Empty backfield, quads to the right, single receiver to the left. Quarterback waits on the snap. He drops. He looks left.
Heaves it deep.
He throws deep. He's got a man just out of the reach of, looks like, number 3, Valerian Agbaugh.
I will say this, being the old man that I am, I could not imagine my engine going that fast.
No.
In this cold, getting moving, and then having to stop. My head would be pounding. I'd see spots.
Yeah, that'd blow a tire.
Yes. I would ask for the power pellets to be reinstated and needed some power pellets because these ghosts keep
No
chasing
doubt,
me.
man.
This is definitely a nice facility, and now that the sun has been over top of us, we got here early this morning about 8:30, and that sun was blaring right in our face. And now as the time went on, now we're actually seeing to the back of it, and the only people left in the light is the fans. It's third down and 7.
Hard count right there by Dixon. Got trips to his right. Moves the back over. Well, moves him back. So back off to his left, single receiver to his left. He's going to drop. He's going to look right. He rolls right. He throws on the run. Caught. What a great catch.
I'd love to see that get back
Catch
up there.
number 10. That's Mikael Fuller. Let's take a quick look at that.
Now, Coach Chapman, what kind of pass pattern was
Oh,
that?
there it is.
Realistically? Supposed to be smash coming out there and being able to open up. I mean, he got right where he needed to when it was coming to the sticks. And, he had 2 receivers out there, and he threw over the first one and went to the second one. First down and 10 for the white team.
For the love of Pete, there it is. Sorry, folks, I was trying to get it lined up, and I was trying to give you a close-up view.
It didn't happen.
It was a great catch. Trips to the right. Quick give right there up the gut. And he's fighting for everything he's worth.
He is, and he being number 20, he looks like he's a soaking wet 105 pounds.
That's Malik Hall from Tenniel, Georgia, on the carry. Going to get a good gain of about 4 yards. That's the one thing on first down, Bo, is you just can't have a negative play.
No, and you get 4 yards on first down. Second down, you run the same play, and you get another 4 yards. And third down, you get another 4 yards. That's called a first down where I come from. Make sure you mark that other play. We'll come back to that great catch on the 50-yard line. That could be actually the catch that has a nice little turning point of this drive to get them on the scoreboard here. Second down and 6, ball on the 47-yard line.
Dixon takes a snap, looks to his left, quick throw out to his left. God bless America.
Somebody blow the whistle
And,
there.
yeah, blow the whistle, blow the whistle.
Goodness gracious.
That ball is complete to number 7. That's Wayne Dennis Jr.
Going to be about third down and 2. A long 2 at that, but still, I give him 2 yards.
But it's going to bring up third and short. Then that's all you're looking for.
Yep. But do you run it or do you pass it here? You've been successful on both ends.
Well, no, sir. Right here, I go empty and I run the quarterback, but that's me. Dixon in the gun, back offset to his right side, trips to his right, and it's a give to number 20.
Enough for a first down.
And that's Malik Hill, and he is indeed going to pick up a first down.
A little frustration.
Nice play for Malik Hill.
And you got
Malik Hall.
a little frustration coming out.
Number 16 for the Granite team. Did not like the conversation that number 2, the receiver, had with each other out there on the 35-yard line.
That's dangerous ground out there. You just got a first down. Last thing you want to do is take a personal foul.
No, no need to add 15 on either side right now. It's 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of the National Showcase. The True 19 out here in the Granite and White.
Quads to the right for White, single receiver to the left. Okay, now they move the back. Dixon waits on the snap. There's a snap.
High snap.
Throws it out to his left. He's got a man who's
Right.
open.
Oh!
Let's take a look at that.
No, nobody wants to see a look at that. Nobody does. Nobody says, hey, let's look at a drop pass. Oh, right in the bread
There we
basket.
go. There it is. All right, here we go.
Right in the bread basket.
Incomplete.
So, Coach Chapman, Coach Collins, hold on one
Just
second.
right through the bread basket right there. Just right through.
Now, Coach Chapman,
That's tough.
how do you overcome as a receiver and a quarterback when you connect in that direction so well? When it's right there and it's a drop and a pass, does that affect the team overall?
More hotbed
It
showcases.
just depends on the situation.
And Cam.
You know, a lot of times if the team has confidence in the guy, it's not a big deal. But if they don't really know that cat and he drops one like that, they tend to say, don't throw the ball to him anymore.
Now, what will be very interesting to see if that happens, or does he go right back to the well? Because it was definitely open. I mean, he was able to get the speed and get the separation. Pop pass.
Trips left, quick throw across the middle.
Intended for what? 10?
Yeah, that was intended for number 10, Mikal Fuller out of Sugar Hill, Georgia.
Intended for Mikal Fuller.
Defended by number 10 for the Granite team. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. A lot of 10s going on right now.
That's Major Williams out of Fort Myers.
Okay. Fort Myers, Texas.
Fort Myers, Florida, man.
God bless. God bless.
All right, well, let's see what's going to happen right here. You're looking at 3rd and 10. You know, you're marching down the field, and now you start stalling out. That's always what happens. You know, you got to find something to get over the hump right here.
Well, you did. You had that 40-yard pass. It looked like we're going to call a timeout here for the White team.
Talk about it.
I mean, you get that pass right there and you score that touchdown, we're talking a different game here. 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with my two commentators, Craig Chapman and Adam Collins, bringing to you live National Showcase football here between the Granite team and the White team. Football hotbed showcase. Very nice. They keep talking about what's being cooked over there. I find it rude. Out, can't have any fish. They got fried fish over there.
What?
Are you not hearing
Why
that?
do we not have fried fish?
I keep asking people about that, but they're not helping us on that problem. Not that I need fried fish right now in my world.
I mean,
but,
do we have a runner?
Yes, he's talking to you right now. That is who the runner is. And it's quite chilly outside, and I've been up the stairs 3 or 4 times. I'm kind of a little tired. My puppies are screaming at this point.
Yeah, those stairs aren't any joke, man.
No, it's nothing better than watching somebody walk up and try to act cool and breathing heavy. and they try to all right, here we go, 3rd down and 10.
Trips to the right, empty backfield. Dixon drops. He looks to his right. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to run.
Plenty of space.
He's got all kinds of room. And he's going to run out of bounds at about that 19-yard line. And that's going to be a first down for the White team. See, that's what I would have done the whole time.
20-yard gain.
Remember when I said I'd go empty and run the quarterback? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, it just took a long time for those carrier pigeons to get down there and give you a heads up. That's not just one of those things.
Nice play right here. You see they're in man coverage. Pocket breaks down. Well, he just takes off. And there is nobody there to catch him until he's 20 yards down the field.
Well, when you open up with, like you said, the spread, and you got everybody out there receiver-wise taking deep routes, and you're going to open up a nice little running lane.
You got all kinds of room to run.
Michael Vick learned that very easily in the NFL early on, and that the amount of space you can have when you do that, and you don't have anybody spying your quarterback. Here we go, 1st down and 10, ball on the 19 for the White, threatening to score here with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Trips to the left. Quick give to Patton off the right side. He finds a little bit of room, but not much. He kind of gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 34 shooting the arrow to the sky. Hopefully he will not hit our cameraman in the end zone. That was quite scary.
Buddy, I'd give you credit, but I don't know what your name is.
Number 34?
Good job. 34?
We'll call him question mark.
Question mark.
That's what you wrote down.
That is what I wrote down.
You did. It was a
34 question mark.
for the Granite team. First name question, last name Mark.
Or Mark Question.
Mark Question. Ooh, that's a good name right there. My fifth child, twice removed, will be named that.
Yeah, I'm not sure your wife's going to go for that, bro.
I don't think we'll have another kid, so we're good. All right. Back to the action. Second down and 10.
All right. Looks like there's going to be trips left. They're deciding right now. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Patting off to the left of Dixon. Or to the right of Dixon. There we go. And there's a snap. Fakes the give. He's going to run. He's getting pressure. And he's able to just get rid of it. Nice hurry by number 23 for Granite. That's Sean McDaniel out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, applying the pressure right there.
And he held it as long as he could to the point that when he let it go, it was a knuckleball coming out of his hand.
Yeah, he was really trying to make something out of nothing right there.
Right. Third down and 10 here. Ball right inside the 19-yard line. 6:28 remaining here in the second quarter. Going to hand it back to Coach Chapman. Coach Collins, y'all doing a great job.
Hey, man, it's good to see you, bro.
Yeah, just checking in with you. I'll go run and see if they got any more fish.
Hey, good job, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's happening?
Football.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. All right.
Third down for the white team here. 19-yard line, 3rd and 10.
Trips left, single receiver to the right. They motion a man across into the backfield. Fake to
Screen.
him, try to give back to Patton. And that is no doing. That is sniffed out by number 55, Richard Watson out of Tampa, Florida. He has a nose for the screen, apparently, and he saw that one coming a mile away. His friends come to help, but he's definitely the guy that started the play right there. And so what looked like a promising scoring opportunity for the white team has now developed into 4th and about 19.
That's not a good thing?
No, not where I'm from. I mean, I guess there are places where 4th and 19 is awesome, but where I'm from, 4th and 19, I mean, Coach Collins probably going to get fired for too long.
4th and 19 means field goal.
That's right, and I tell the kids all the time, we all have the same goal here, me keeping my job, so.
I'm not so sure you can kick a field goal with that many people on the field. And by that I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they're working on it. It's a work in progress. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 10, isn't it? Yeah. They're saying, hey, how about one more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Send another one.
7, 8, 9.
I think they got 10, Coach. And there's the boot, and it's up. It's got the distance. Oh,
yes.
Oh, yes. On the crossbar. On the crossbar.
45-yarder.
And that's going to be – what number was that kid?
83, Coach.
83. I don't have an 83. Was that our guy from the last game? Yeah, I still don't have an 83. Yeah, I checked both rosters to see if maybe there was something up, but I don't have either guy. But, hey, great job, kid. Here, let's take a quick look at that. For anybody that might have missed it, watch this puppy come off the crossbar right here. See, the ball's right there. See the crossbar? It bounces right off the crossbar. That's a beauty. That's a freaking beaut.
What did they just do?
Oh, that's a great question. I was watching the instant replay. You got to tell me, buddy. I think it's almost like they're trying to figure out where they got to kick from.
Once again, I'm lost.
Yeah. The 40. The 40, fellas, the 40. Yeah, come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm thinking it was.
Okay. I don't think okay, that's one way to do it. I've never seen a two-man kickoff return team, but, whatever. Oh, none of the guys are in the penalty box. That's what it is. Now, here we go.
I have no idea what I just watched. I guess they just made all kicks dead now because of the injury.
Oh, okay. I got you. Look at you, man. You figured it out. I'm thinking those guys are in the penalty box, and you're like, no, they're just trying to have dead kicks.
11 on 2, 11 on 2.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad wrestling move.
If I'm the Granite team right here, I know I've got the lead, but I'm going to figure out an account if he's on the field. I can't see right now. Number 27 for the white team.
Yeah, somebody ought to block him.
That guy's wrecking stuff.
So,
It'll be 1st and 10 on the 25.
here we go. 1st and 10 on 25 for Granite.
I guess we're going to start every possession at the 25, but we're going to let the kickers kick since they drove.
Yeah. You got a slot to the right side, sniffer to the left. And there's a fumble snap. And quarterback just falls on it. And that's going to be a loss of about 5.
Just again, we'd like to thank you for supporting the 2nd annual Football Hotbed National High School Showcase.
That was number 5, Deion Edwards. Just couldn't handle the snap right there. Just shot right through his arm.
Well, it's been pretty clean so far in this first half. You know, knock on wood every time I say something.
Well, you said it, Coach, and now it's gonna go sideways because you said it.
Yeah, it's my fault. Go ahead and blame me. It's about
Woes of the world.
2nd and 15 from the 20. Clock runs at 4 minutes here to go in the first half.
Going to be 2 receivers split out to each side for Granite.
Pretty sure these guys aren't on the ball. There we go.
Deion Edwards waits on the snap, drops, looks to his left. I don't know who's got that ball.
Well, it's dual possession, so it should go to the offense.
Yeah, tie goes to the runner. All right. All right. Number 12 on the reception for Granite. That's Damian Sutton.
5 yards.
And I think that was number 26 or 25. That's number 25, Deshante Holloway from Villarica. I thought he might have the pick right there, but good job by number 12, Damian Sutton, by not giving up on the ball. Damian Sutton out of Miramar, Florida.
So we're sitting here at 3rd and 10 now. Clock runs to 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Both teams have 1 timeout left. This is a big down for the Granite right here. If they're not, they're going to give up huge field position on the punt.
Deion Edwards, he takes a drop, doubles look. He's got a man. And I thought that was going to be picked. That pass is going to be broken up by number 8, Miles Farmer from Atlanta, Georgia. And he's going to give us his push-ups for not picking it. Atta babe. But that's going to bring Billy McConnell out for Granite to punt. Billy's from Plantation, Florida.
Number 3 will be deep to receive for the white team.
That's Valerian Agba. Let's see. I'll tell you what, that's going to set up the white team with good field position and some time left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, we got 11.
All right, let's play ball. And here we go, and there's a snap. Caught. There's the kick. Going to be fielded at the 40. Ball's around the left side. Uh-oh. There he goes, baby. Oh. And brought down. Hey, you got to like when a kicker makes a play. Billy McConnell actually goes out there and makes the play.
35-yard return there for Agba.
Let's take a quick look at that return. There's the kick. Here's the catch. Watch him come around, break that first tackle, find the seam, and then just hit the Jets. I thought that one might go there for a second. Nicely done. Big play by Agba right there from Powder Springs, Georgia. Well, have some conversations out here with the referee. I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, I'm still lost.
Okay, now he's going to call a timeout to talk to the white hat. I think there's just some clarification on the rules here. we'll see if any of this changes. This might negate that 37-yard return if they've agreed to not do kicks. I think they might have done that, as Coach Chapman said earlier, after number 99 went down, Zaire Turner. It looked like something might be wrong with him. I think he's come back in the game since then, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not trying to be mean here, but if I'm the guy that just had the big return, I'm not calling timeout to talk to the referees.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on right now, what the timeout is for. Yeah, I think it's about the kick, though,
I'm sure it is.
because it's a great timeout.
Yeah, Gray called timeout, so they wanted to make sure.
Okay. And here comes the other team's coach wants to know what the private conference is about. I understand.
White still has one, Granite doesn't have one.
Well, let's see. Well, they're down there trying to figure it out. It's been a nice day up here, though, hasn't it, Coach Hammond?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
I tell you what, any day you can go out and watch some football and just see some good kids play, it's always fun. See some different kids.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we normally spend our first, 7, 8 hours a day teaching class, right?
That's true. There's a snap. Quick give to number 20.
Here we go.
He starts left but comes back right, and he is tracked down quickly by number 26 for the Granite. That was number 20, Malik Hall on the carry, tracked down by number 26, Kyle Terry out of Kennesaw, Georgia. I mean, he tracked him down something fierce because it looked like there was going to be some space over there on the right-hand side. And he closed that space quick.
Got 2 minutes left, Coach.
Yeah, 2:08 and counting.
White's got one. Well, according to this, Granite's got one timeout left. White has none, and the clock's running. 2nd and 5 right here.
Here we go. You got trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Quarterback in the gun. Oh! Tries to swing it out to the right-hand side. That ball's intended for number 9, Cross Patton, but it's almost picked by Kellington Smalls out of Miramar, Florida. And I think Smalls might have gone to the zone right there if he catches that ball. But any case, it was a nice breakup by Smalls, and a dangerous play for the white team. Here comes Caleb Dixon into the game to play quarterback. He's going to line up what looks like it's going to be an empty backfield.
We got too many people on the field.
Yeah. They broke with 12, but that's all right. Quarterback looks to his right. He throws to the right, and looks like there's some miscommunication there. That's going to bring up 4th and 5.
I think number 75 got his big paw on that thing.
That was number 75. Got a hand on
I
it?
think so, Coach.
Well, I'm glad you saw that, Coach Chapman. That's number 75, Kelvin Dennis from Atlanta, Georgia, getting his big bear paw on the ball there. Not a way big for. Yeah, he's holding his elbow. I think it hit his arm. It does hurt.
Now we're going to line up for a 40-yarder.
Number 83 on the kick for the white team. He popped one through last time. There's a snap, the hold, and it's up, and it's good. Nice job by number 83 for the white team.
And the kick is good.
We got a 10-6 ball game right here. Now let's see if the question that we're all dying to know is
That's
answered.
Jack Breedlove, buddy. That's who that is.
Let's see if we can answer this question. Will they return the kickoff?
I tell you what. I tell you who I wouldn't kick it to is Tyreek Stevenson. I would not kick that cat the ball. I would onside it right here. I tell you, I wouldn't onside it. I got a minute 45 seconds left. I squib it. I squib it, maybe even kick it out of bounds and give it to you at 35 and make you tell me to re-kick it.
Mm-hmm. I saw that done in a game one time.
I've tried to do that before.
One coach decided he was going to kick it out of bounds, and he kicked it out of bounds. And the coach said, nope. The other coach kicked it out of bounds again. He said, nope. He kicked it out of bounds again. He just kept doing it.
Well, I've seen people where they made you re-kick it. I saw a guy one time, he kicked it out of bounds, and then the coach got mad, made him re-kick it. He kicked it out of bounds again, made him re-kick it, and on the third time, the onside kicked it. Got the ball back and won. Yeah, sometimes it just don't work out for you. You know what I'm saying, Hoss? I tell you what now. How's it coming on that fried fish there, Bo? Any sign of that? It was good. That's just wrong, man. You know bears eat fish. You know how that goes. All right. Looks like they're trying to work some stuff out on the field. All right.
So
here we go. Looks like we're about to get back into the action. Little kickoff action. Oh, they can't return it.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's
They can't return it. I think that was what they decided.
well, we're about to find out, considering that we're up here just guessing like everybody else is.
Well, the thing is I found it's been my experience that sometimes in games like this, the kids kind of decide what the rules are once the game's going. You know, we saw some games where nobody could rush, where things got blocked. You know, so I'm not sure if you can't rush how punts get blocked, but okay, whatever.
Coached in one time where there was no blitz, and then the first play was a 7-man blitz. So,
Well, it happens. We all know the kids dial up their own stuff every now and again. Out to kick, Kenny Pham out of Port Arthur, Texas. He's got everybody ready. Tells them to scoot in a little bit, working on some spacing. There's the boot. It's a push. And it's going to be recovered by the white team. Kenny Pham jumps on it. And we went from there being no return to there's an onside kick. Take a glance at this one real quick. See, it's just a nice little push by Pham. And once it goes past that 50-yard line, that's a fair ball.
well, we've run the gamut, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
We've had one kickoff almost returned for a touchdown. We've had someone injured on a kickoff. We've had a kickoff that wasn't returned. Now we've had an onside kick.
We had a kickoff with two people. I don't know that the two-person kickoff is by far my favorite. I tell you what, that's what we ought to do with kids that get too mouthy. I see it. Empty backfield for White.
No, I was talking about those coaches.
There's a snap. Deion looks. He's got a man.
Dude, Turf Monster grabbed him.
Mikael Fuller goes down from the Turf Monster. That was Kendall Boney right there on the quarterback. Just couldn't quite make the connection. Did we have a report of something going on with the coaches?
The coach down on the Granite sideline was not happy that the other coach decided to kick an onside kick.
Oh, yes.
They were very frustrated about, hey, I thought we were just kicking it deep, starting it that way.
Yeah.
Rolls out the window.
Yeah,
Tell you what.
it'll be an interesting halftime.
Yes, it will be.
Trips to the right side, single receiver to the left.
Got a minute 39.
Caleb Dixon in the game. Quick give to Patton. He makes first man miss, but he's not going to make the second and third man miss. Looked like number 16
Number 23.
and number 23 in there on the play. That's going to be number 16, Darius Conley out of Miami Gardens, Florida, and number 23, Sean McDaniel from Lawrenceville, Georgia, in there on the play. Number 55 was the first man there, Richard Watson, but
That was
Cross Patton was able to spin off of him.
that was a heck of a run for no yards.
Yeah. Empty backfield. Caleb Dixon takes a snap. He looks. He's got some room. We know he's got wheels. He's rolling to his right. He's got a man. Oh. In and out of his hands. Number 2, Amir Spivey, the intended target. and just couldn't hang on. I think he was going to be out of bounds anyway, but, it'd been nice to see him catch it. It's going to bring up 4th and 10.
So now you got 58 seconds left. It's 4th and 10. You go for it and you don't get it. You give the ball to Granite at midfield with a timeout left.
I'll tell you what, we chunked this. I'll tell you what I do. 4th and 10, I go empty, send everybody deep, and let the quarterback run. It's been pretty good to him so far.
I think what's fixing to happen is you're fixing to have a punt.
Kenny Pham is coming in for the white team, and he is their kicker. So unless there's some sort of trickeration here, it looks like there's going to be a punt. But there's a lot of people leaving. Not so many people coming on. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's what we're looking for, 11 guys. All right, let's play ball.
All right.
And Pham's waiting on the snap. And looks like Tyreek Stevenson deep for the Granite team. Ball takes a nice white team bounce. And Tyreek Stevenson decides to pick it up. He cuts it back to the right. I really thought he might get the sideline right here, there for a second, but that's just not going to happen. But he does keep the Granite team from being pinned probably on their own 2 or 3 yard line. Although he and I would have had a conversation about picking up the ball right there, I would have said somebody needs to catch it because the ball tends to roll and we don't catch it. You're back there so you can catch it. But in any case.
So you got 53 seconds. It's 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I might just try to get out of this half. What do you do, Coach Jamie? You going to chunk it up?
You only got one timeout. You got a long way to go. But you've had some success, getting the ball down the field. You just hadn't been able to finish when you got into the scoring zone.
Wade takes snap, drops, throws out to his right-hand side. Man's able to break a tackle, and then he gets flipped. That was number 5 for the Granite.
I think it's number 6.
Dante Kiet out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey, number 6. Granite going to line back up, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Wade in the gun. There's a snap. He looks out to his left. Out of the reach of number 2, Erwin Bird out of Powder Springs, Georgia. It's going to bring up 3rd and what looks to be about 7.
You got 3rd down and 7. There's 14 seconds left.
Yeah.
Question is, do you really want to punt?
No. I do not want to punt. Because what happens when they return it? I'm always scared of the big play.
Might look at a quarterback run right here, something like that.
I mean, let Bird run it. He can run. Wade's going to set up to take the snap. Trips to his left. Single receiver to his right. There's a snap. He's going to evade the rush.
That's
And he
grounding.
throws it into the ground, and there is nobody in sight. And that's going to be loss of down, so you're going to have to punt it, and it stops the clock. So, if you imagine the worst possible scenario, and here it is.
Yep.
I say worst possible. He didn't turn the ball over.
No, he didn't.
So, again, I think I would have just tried to get into the locker room down 10-6. That'd have been my strategy.
So now we've played one first half in the game, and we had 7 penalties all day, and we have 8 penalties in this first half.
Jeez. 2 games, 7 penalties, and now 8. Did they change crews?
No. 30 yards in penalties on both teams.
Maybe they're just holding these guys a little bit higher standard because they're older. That would be understandable.
That or they're irritated with the coaches.
Well, that would be understandable as well. Coaches are irritating.
White's got a chance right here. They're going to get a chance to return this thing. And they've been close a couple of times on punts, including the last one.
That's Valerian Agbaugh deep for White. He had a big return last time, a 37-yarder. Looks like you're getting really good coverage by the Granite team, though. And then that ball is going to get a great Granite roll, and that's going to end the half.
Dude, he just kicked that ball 10, 20, 30.
That was a nice kick. That was a really nice punt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for the first 2 quarters of the National Showcase True 19. We'll take about a 5-minute break before we come back and give you a little bit of halftime analysis, pick out some plays of the game, and get ready for the 3rd and 4th quarter. I'm Bowman Michael with Football Hotbed. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to McEachern High School for this hotbed football event, the True 19. It's been a pretty exciting game, Coach Chapman. Now, based upon what you've seen, what would you say about the first half?
Well, it looked like, it's kind of similar. Granite is ahead, but White's dominated the game. They just haven't been able to score. We haven't had a red zone trip yet by either team. The touchdown for the Granite team was a 32-yard touchdown pass. And then the White team's kicked 2 field goals, one of 45 and one of 40. But it hasn't really been an offensive spectacular.
Hey, let's bring up that touchdown real quick, if that's all right. Check with my – here we go. All right, and I would say this is definitely one of the big highlights of the game right here, the sole touchdown. So we're going to rewind it real quick. See right there, it's just singled up on the outside. And it was a great catch by number 20, Wayne Dennis Jr. out of Riverview, Florida. The guy was hanging all over him.
Man hands.
And was able to come up with it anyway. I would say so far that's probably the play of the game. Would you agree?
Not even close. There's nothing else that comes near it. We've had some, it hasn't been like the first 2 games where the defensive linemen just dominated the game. This has been, pretty good. There's been a good ebb and flow to it, outside of the discussions about special teams.
Right. Well, we have seen some good stuff. We saw hold on, give me 1 second. We saw Jack Breedlove come in and kick a couple of field goals there late for the White team. One of them went off the crossbar. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was it was a good way for them to get on the board. 45-yard field goal, no matter when you're kicking it, whether they got a rush or not, that's not an easy thing to do.
No doubt.
Right now, the big question is that will Granite be able to get anything going on the ground? They've thrown the ball for 70 yards and been pretty efficient at 8 for 13, but they've only rushed for 16 yards on 6 attempts, whereas the White team has rushed it 11 times for 49 yards. Granite has no third down conversions, and realistically, right now, it's the White team's got is 1 for 5 on third down conversions and 0 for 1 on fourth down. Average starting field position isn't that much different either. Granite started at their own 39, while the White team started at their own 43. Both teams have 30 yards in penalties, and most of the stats are pretty even. The White team has thrown for 57 yards. And as of right now, the biggest question is have we solved the kicking issues coming out from halftime?
Well, you got to hope so.
Well, the White team deferred to start the game, so they'll take the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, there's 12 for White right now.
All right, there, Coach Collins. We're going to go ahead and give a special opportunity for the owner of Football Hotbed to speak with us a little bit. We'll hand him over to the mic and let you and Coach Collins talk a little bit about it.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, how's it going? Introduce yourself real quick.
Well, I'm Brandon O'Doy, Executive Director, Publisher, FootballHotbed.com, and I'm thankful to you guys and Score Sports and everything you guys have done an awesome job. I tuned in a little bit on my cell phone to kind of catch the activities today, and just this True 19 game. This is a very talent-rich game, and we're just so excited at Football Hotbed to be able to host it here at McEachern High School, and this is one of the best facilities in the state of Georgia, if not the nation, as far as football programs go and, facilities. So we're just privileged to be here, and we got one more half of football to go, and, we're looking forward to seeing how this game will end up. It's 10-6 right now.
Well, can you tell folks where they can go to learn more about hotbed football?
Well, you got to go to footballhotbed.com, log on to our platform. One of the things people have to understand about Football Hotbed is we're not just an event platform. We actually cover football. We cover football from the NFL all the way down to youth football, as we see Cross Patton grab a few yards on the ground. We have started in South Florida covering, kids from ages 5 to 15. And in 2014, we started an All-American Game platform because we saw a need for other kids to get opportunities for, postseason play, All-Americans, and there were some organizations doing things, and there were just so many kids who wanted to do it who just didn't have an opportunity. So High Big came in, filled in the gap, and we've been doing showcase games and All-American games ever since. Matter of fact, we just wrapped up 3 middle school All-American games down in South Florida. And, we had a tremendous amount of participation. We had every private school and public school in Broward County, for the most part, out in our 8th grade game, including St. Thomas Aquinas University School, American Heritage Plantation, which was ranked number 3 in the country this year.
That's a talent-rich area.
And, even Cardinal Gibbons. So we had, tremendous participation as this pass goes deep.
Yeah, that's just short.
Just short. And, the young man right there defending, 21, Kenny Edwards from Grayson, he was actually the defensive MVP in our first ever 8th grade All-American game. So we got some special guys who've been on the Hotbed platform for many years. We call it a showcase platform. And that just simply means that we put together a platform where you can come, play football, and be on Score Sports. You're internationally broadcasting, people watching this from all over the country. And, you can come and make a name for yourself. And as throughout the week, I'm not sure if it's been mentioned, but we've been taking guys on college visits, and we went on 5 college visits as a program. On Friday, they had the option to go to Auburn or go to Mercer. As we see a nice pass complete to Cross Patton right there. We went to Auburn or Mercer. We gave them a local and a distant option on Friday. On Saturday, they had the option to go to Georgia Tech or Clemson. And then yesterday, Sunday, everyone went to Georgia State. And we got all access. Gus Malzahn came out and spoke to everybody at Auburn. Clemson was great. Our kids talked to Brett Venables, Mike Reed, the defensive back coach. Brett Venables, obviously the defensive coordinator. That's a national championship program. Auburn's a national championship program. Georgia State's a program that's up and coming.
Oh, no doubt.
7-5, have awesome facilities. They even we toured the old Turner Field, which they've now turned into Georgia State Stadium.
That place is phenomenal, what they've done with it.
Man, to be on the field there, to know all the history, to know that it was an Olympic stadium and all of that, man, it was just great for these kids. And these kids especially, we have a lot of Georgia kids, as you know. So for them to really get a chance to, maybe they wouldn't have gone to Georgia State, to realize, hey, I can play D1 football right here in the city of Atlanta and right here in the state of Georgia and not even worry about it. So those programs like Georgia State, Georgia Southern, those are options for our guys. But we're just so proud of what we've been able to do, and we thank everybody for their support who's watching at home. And these kids have just done a remarkable job.
Well, you put together a really nice showcase here. I know we really enjoyed the freshman and sophomore games, and this has been a really good game. All really tight games, just well proportioned with the teams, and it's been the sportsmanship has been outstanding, and that's always something we love to see in this day and age. Where that sometimes that becomes a problem.
Yeah, we preach respect at Football Hotbed. I'm a minister full time, and I tell guys, look, when I go behind the scenes with, these college programs and even in the NFL, one thing that I see that stands out that all coaches love and appreciate is a gentleman with character, showing respect. We love trash talk just as much as everybody else, but, there's a level of respect that everybody has to show. And I say it'll take you further if you're respectful, you're polite, you're engaged, and it'll be a scenario where, you will get opportunities you probably shouldn't get because of the way you conduct yourself. So we preach that, and I'm glad that, you have found that as someone looking in from the outside to be the case with our athletes. And particularly in this game, we've been interested in, how these guys are going to perform. We want everybody to be injury-free. We've had some close calls, but so far, for the most part, everybody has come out of this pretty good, and we thank all of our parents, most of all, for really supporting. There are a lot of parents that couldn't be here. They sent their kids. They're listening from outside of Hotbed World, and we just want to say thank you to them for the sacrifice, because this isn't cheap. We have a registration. We're $400. We're not afraid to say that. We get the kids huddle film. We give the kids an opportunity to play on this platform, this national platform. We give them jerseys and pants, and then we open up the doors to some of these colleges that can really get them an opportunity. As you see, Tony there from Jonesboro kind of get a nice run. We're just excited about what, Hotbed continually has in store, and we're bigger and better. And, Lisa Cottrell from McEachern is here. She was here at our first combine that we threw several years ago. We had about 9 kids show up. And, 4 or 5 years later, 3 or 4 years later, we're in a situation where, we're having 3 showcase games with kids from as far west as Hawaii, So we've been blessed, and we just continue to put hotbed in a position to try to grow. We've met some Georgia coaches this time around. We hadn't really met a lot of Georgia coaches. We've been engaging. The kids are interested, so now they're becoming interested in who we are. We have no problem meeting coaches because we know we're doing things the right way. If coaches have concerns, my number is always available. You can call our 1-800 number, email us at info@footballhotbed.com. We want more coaches in this area to get involved. I'm from Georgia. I'm from College Park. That's why I get along with the Score Sports family. As a nice run here, see if we can get in.
Man.
He does. I think that's going to count.
That's a touchdown. He lost that late.
Who is that, number 10? That's Mikael Fuller. And he's a kid that, really wants to come in this game and try to make a name for himself, out of Sugar Hill, Lanier High School. He's a guy that, wants some opportunities, and we like that. That's really what we want, Coach. We want a kid that's hungry. Get on this platform, say, man, I need to use hotbed to propel. We had Rashad Torrance in our freshman game last year. I believe you were here. You covered our freshman game. Rashad Torrance got offered by Alabama in the offseason, and he was that big safety from Marietta with the M on his helmet. He was making a lot of plays. So this game has done some things for guys. I'm not saying that's why Bama offered him, but I'm just saying sometimes it can do something like give a kid an understanding of, man, I really do have that elite level of talent. I put it to test with, the best of the best, and I came out pretty good, feeling pretty good about myself. So you talk about competitive games. That freshman game got away from us. I think, some coaches got a little bit ambitious when it comes to going for fourth down and such. But, it was a tight game for much of the game. A lot of drop balls on the white team.
Yeah.
And, I talked to those receivers. You may have seen me from up here. I'm coaching as well. I'm walking around trying to get both sides to play hard. I'm trying to tell guys, look, that eye in the sky never turns off. What you put on film, what you put on tape, that's what these coaches are going to absorb. And we just want these kids to go as far as their talent and their academic performance, and God will take them. We want to give everybody an opportunity. And I'm just passionate about giving these kids a chance because these are hard, man. Once I'm done with this, I'm ready to sit down and be done with football for a long time. We, like I said, December 30th, we had 3 middle school All-American games. So we've had a long, start to the year, but it's been great. And when you come out and see, Jeff Breedlove come out here, Jack Breedlove, and kick a big field goal, to put his team within breathing distance, and then you see, Mikael Fuller, a guy that wants to get a name for himself. It's just fun to see all that.
I agree, and we really appreciate you coming here and putting this on. I know these kids really appreciate it, and we were interested to see how far some of the kids came from: Wisconsin, Hawaii, Kentucky, Virginia, Florida. And the play has just been outstanding, just outstanding.
Yeah, no, we've been privileged to have some great play. You talk about a guy who's a player. That's him right there, Tyreek Stevenson. This is a guy that will have every Division I offer in the country.
I think so too.
And he's a special kid, and he came up from Miami, Florida. And when we were getting Tyreek to the game, he's so special. His basketball coach, we had to sit through the basketball game in order to get him up here because his basketball team said, no, you can't. This kid can't miss the game. And that's just a special athlete that he is. He's a better kid and just passionate about football. Doesn't like the cold weather, so I don't think just a recruiting secret. I don't think you're going to see him in any of the cold weather states, but he's a talented kid nonetheless.
Yeah, we saw that on that opening kickoff.
So, listen, I really appreciate the Score Sports family. Thank you for all you do. As you guys get better, we get better. The huddle access that we provide, and, Bo is awesome. Everybody works with him is awesome. You guys are just super professional and done a marvelous job all day. So hats off from us at Football Hotbed.
We sure appreciate that, and we look forward to another year with you.
Absolutely. We'll see you next year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Well, hey, Coach Chapman.
Hey, buddy.
Well, that was informative, and I tell you what, this has been a really good day, and just to have an organization here in the state of Georgia to again try to help showcase kids here, and then not just from here, from all over the country. But let's jump back into some action right here. We missed a scoring play right there.
It was a great 34-yard touchdown run.
I saw that. I saw the play. It's going to be a slot to the right with a up back to the right. Quarterback rolls. He completes the pass, and he brushes a man off. He's got some room.
What number is that, Coach?
I want to say that's number 6.
Number 6?
I think so. Dante Kent out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. That was a nice throw and catch right there. Ball thrown by Deion Edwards.
Gets us back to a 3rd and 5 after the 2-yard loss on first down with the tackle for loss from the white team by number 92, Nicholas Marino. Clock ticks down to under 4 minutes now. It's 13-10 white.
It's been a really good game. You know, I didn't think that we'd see the white team come back so quickly, but they came storming back to be up 13-10. Got a slot to the right. Quarterback rolls as Deion Edwards. When he throws a pick. Man, that's tough. That looks like that's number 13 on the interception right there. That's Deshaun Dixon from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, can we go back and look at that scoring play real quick? Is that possible? Here we go. All right. It's just a give, just to end around. Here he comes. Man, just outstanding. And again, I want to say that was number 10, Mikhail Fuller on the carry on that touchdown for those folks at home. That was just really nice to give the white team the lead to bring us up to 13-10 score. And now with the turnover right here, White's in position with really good field position right here. Where are they at? 37 going in?
Looks like they got the ball at 37.
And they're on the hunt again. Caleb Dixon in the gun. Patting off to his left. Got trips to his right. Single receiver to his left. Think he's going single receiver over there, Coach Chapman?
Going to hand the thing.
Over motion. Fakes it.
Going to the post.
Going to the post. Going downtown. And well defended, but it looks like it went off his chest right there.
I like that. They scored on the
Larry and Agbaugh. You know, when they ran that over motion before, I was like, what are they faking right there? Well, I saw.
Yeah, because they got that over motion, got the little, jet sweep action out of it, a little bit different than most everybody else runs it. Then you come back off, you just scored on it. They've got to be thinking about it and throw the play action off of it. Nice design. Got 2nd and 10 here at the 37-yard line.
Broken diamond left. Dixon in the gun, takes a snap. Looks to his left, comes back right. He's got a man underneath. And there he goes. It's number 2. He's streaking down the sideline, and he pulls up. That was number 2. Erwin Bird going to take it down to about the 5-yard line. I really think if he had just kept going, he would have been really close to getting in.
Now we got 1st and goal. And as amazing as this seems, this is the first trip into the red zone for anybody today.
That was number 21, Kenny Edward, on the tackle right there from Loganville, Georgia. He's a Grayson guy.
No, imagine that. Those guys don't play any football.
Dixon in the gun, empty backfield. Patton motions back into the backfield. Quick give of the middle to Patton. And it looks like he's going to be good for about 2 yards.
Mm-hmm. Who was that caught that pass? Was that number 4?
That was number 2, Erwin Bird from Powder Springs, Georgia.
All right. That would have been 32 yards for Mr. Bird.
Nice play.
Very nice. Came back on the shallow cross.
But you say this is the first time for the red zone for anybody?
For anybody.
That's crazy. All right, here we go.
Watch the quarterback to keep this one right here.
Dixon in the gun, Patton to his right, trips to his left. Fakes the zone and just walks in. Man, you called that one, Coach. Touchdown. Nicely done.
He wanted to do it on the play before and was mad at himself, so when they lined back up in it.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at this right here. He fakes the zone going to the left and then just pulls it. Because watch the defensive end. Defensive end's right here. He's supposed to be thinking quarterback, but he bites on the zone.
Shoulders turned.
And oops. There he goes, baby. Headed for the end zone. Breedlove lines up the kick. There's a bobble snap. Gets it down, and he punches it to the middle of next week. All the way to the gate.
We'll pick that up as we leave.
I can always use a new football.
There you go.
Yeah, somebody's trying to reach under the gate to get it right now. that kid just slid under the gate. That's great.
And he ran away with it.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, footballs are very expensive.
Now he's coming back. That was classic.
All right, well, white team really putting a little distance between themselves and the Granite team. It's been funny to watch today. Every time it looks like one team's really going to take control, the other team comes storming back.
Be interesting to see how Granite answers right here. They really could use a big kickoff return from number 1.
Yeah, I think I might try to get him involved in offense on the jet on something, a quick screen pass, something where he can really utilize that speed.
Well, I'm sure that I wouldn't kick it to him. I'm sorry, but I just wouldn't.
No, this ball would be dribbling along on the ground.
And once again, we're playing with 10.
There's the kick. Stevenson's going to catch it at about the 10. He breaks back to the middle. And he's going to be brought down by what looks like number 11, number 15, and number 20. 11, Deontay Brown from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Number 15, Trayon David from Stone Mountain, Georgia. And number 20, Malik Hall from Tennille, Georgia.
There you go, Coach.
Good coverage right there.
It was. It looked like he had something.
Well, and when he cut back to the left, I really thought it was going to open up, but then two guys just kind of popped up. And they were like, nope, not this way, Hoss.
1:51 left to go here in the third quarter. Granite has the ball at their own 27-yard line.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Wade in the gun, back offset to his left. Waiting on the snap. There it is. He looks off to his right, comes straight down the middle. Oh! Intended for number 12 right there. That's Damian Sutton out of Miramar, Florida. And the DB may have hurt himself. It was a pretty nasty hit. I think that's number 27, Jalen Mason from Atlanta, Georgia.
Is it 27 or is it 13?
I think it's 27 coming off the field.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to hope he's okay. Anytime there's that kind of high-speed collision, your mind immediately goes to concussion, and the next thing I think about is shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Jalen Mason's having a heck of a game. He's got a pass broken up, and he's already got 5 tackles.
Yeah, he's been coming up with fierce. I mean, he broke that pass up for sure. Trips to the left for Granite. Single receiver to the right. Back offset to the right. Wade in the gun. There's a snap. Low snap. He looks to his left. Rolls to his left, trying to find something. Tosses it up.
Caught by number 20.
Number 20 goes out of bounds, but it's like nobody was playing anymore. I don't know what happened right there. That's Wayne Dennis Jr. from Riverview, Florida on the catch. Nice play.
Throw the ball to that cat. He catches it.
Can we look at that one? All right, let's see. All right, ball gets snapped. It's a little low. Quarterback rolls. Wade rolls. Wayne Dennis just jumps up and catches it. And like everybody stops. But he stepped out of bounds. Or I thought he would have really had something.
Now we're sitting here at 3rd down and 4.
Slide to the left-hand side. Quick give to the right.
Nice.
Right up the gut. Plowing up the field. Nice run.
What number was that, Coach?
Nice hard run. That's number 32. That's Joseph Claiborne from Graceville, Florida. That was a nice, tough run. Nicely done. And 13. I don't know that you can give one guy the credit for the tackle right there because it took about 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice 13-yard gain on 3rd and 4.
You just plowed it. I tell you what, I'd give that cat the ball again. Slot to the right, sniffer back to the left, single receiver to the left. Back offset to the right, Wade and gun. There's the give right there. Yeah, and I think the white team kind of thought that Claiborne might get the ball again.
That's my guy again, number 92.
That's number 92. That's Nicholas Marino out of Hollywood, Florida. I think if he played on our team, we'd just call him Hollywood.
Yes. Call him whatever you want to be called.
Yes. Sir, whatever.
Mr. Marino's got 3 tackles and 2 tackles for loss right now.
Rumor has it he's Dan Marino's nephew.
Oh, man. We got 2nd down and 13 from the 39-yard line.
They're going to set the slot to the right side and the sniffer to the left. Wade waits on the snap. There's a snap. He looks quick for a quick throw to the left-hand side. It's complete. Shucks a man. Nicely done by number 6, Dante Kiet out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. He's had a pretty good game.
A really good game. It's not a first down, so don't move the sticks, buddy.
Okay. Why is he moving the back stick? There you go. Straighten it out, my friend. Little change crew incident down there.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
It's going to find you with the white team leading 20-10. Granite had a halftime lead. If you remember, had a halftime lead of 10-6. This has certainly been a turn of events here. What would you say really set off the change, Coach?
Well, just the second quarter, White dominated the time of possession. They stole an extra possession with the onside kick, even though it didn't amount to anything. They ran the football very effectively, and then they came out here on the first drive and went 80 yards, culminated by a 34-yard jet sweep. And since then, it's been, they've completely controlled the game. They kicked 2 field goals in the first half, and they scored 2 touchdowns in the third quarter, so it's been a complete role reversal. We went from a 10-0 ball game to 20 unanswered.
Well, that's tough now. When you start looking at those unanswered points, you start asking yourself questions. Do I really still want to be here?
It's cold.
It's cold. What time is it?
I have to go to school tomorrow.
Is Bo buying crystals for everybody? These are questions we ponder.
And that must be answered,
Yes.
especially the crystal question.
Yes, I agree completely. I think either way, hot, small, square sounds pretty good for dinner.
This guy down here is lined up all sides.
Yes, and he's backed up there, babe. All right, going to have trips out to the right-hand side, Wade and the gun.
We got third and 4 again, guys.
There's a snap. Wade drops. Looks, he gets a lot of pressure up the middle, and he's not going to
92.
get away. That's going to be 92, and trying to see who that other guy is. 92 and 90, that's going to be Jalen Humphreys. Number 90, Jalen Humphreys, and number 92, Nicholas Marino. Hollywood Marino. I tell you what, 92 seems to be the number.
Yes, it does. If you wear that today, you're a man.
And in our last game, there was a kid. His name was, golly, where's the other?
Washington coach.
Okay, Kiwanis Washington. And he was just unblockable. There was nothing anybody could do with him. And it seems that Mr. Marino is cut from the same cloth.
The white team has picked it up since the beginning of the game. We talked about at halftime how it didn't appear like either team's defensive line was dominating the other offensive line, but in this half, it
There's
appears
McConnell
obvious.
on the kick. Sorry, Coach.
My bad.
And it's going to be down at the 18-yard line. But as you were saying,
It's just that, the white offensive and defensive lines in the second half have just dominated. There's been nowhere to go for the Granite offense. And then, the offensive production from the white has been methodical.
yeah, it's been a really tough second half played by the white team. I think maybe they're just a second half group, Coach.
That whole we've done this 6 times thing.
Yeah.
we figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out.
And they start 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line here with 8:51 left to go in the fourth quarter.
That's going to be Kendall Boney out there. for the white team. There's a snap. Fakes to Patton. Looks to his right. Had a man open down the sideline. And I really thought he might be able to get it to him. Came up a little short. Good pressure by the Granite defensive line, though, to kind of flush him out of the pocket. You know, you always want to put the guy on the move if you can. But that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Getting to the point right here where the white team might want to think about putting the ball on the ground a little bit and eating some of this clock up.
Well, you know, you got a 2-possession lead, and there's only 8 minutes and 45 seconds left. If you can chew a little clock, you make this awful difficult.
Just as we said that, we get an empty backfield.
Well, that doesn't mean he's not going to run.
This is true.
There's Boney, low snap right there. He's able to pick it up, and he's scrambling, rolls back to his right. Lots of pressure. He's able to find his way out. How he found his way out of that. He's still up.
Nice.
And gets stuffed. That's going to be Tyreek Stevenson coming up there and laying the law right there. Let's take a look at that play. He rolls. He reverses field, comes back, makes the guy miss, and is able to find his way out back into the open field. You know, when he turned around and ran backwards, I thought for sure he's going to get sacked now.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you don't really want to do, especially not with a 10-point lead and turn and run with the ball in one hand towards your own goal line.
Yeah, that's not popular.
And then he turned it into a 15-yard game. So, hey, you know.
You know, and you go from going, no, what are you doing, to, okay, good job. But Boney's going to line up in the gun, got trips to his right, back also to his right, single receiver to the left. There's a snap. Quick give to Sutton. It looked like there's some trouble with the handoff right there, and he gets body slammed by number 75 for Granite. That's going to be Kelvin Dennis out of Atlanta, Georgia. Looked like a bad handoff right there.
Like the quarterback was trying to pull it.
I think so. I think maybe everybody was down on it. There's some miscommunication. You know, there are downsides to running the option.
Yep. There he is.
You know, the fumbles, confusion sometimes.
Especially when you don't get to do it a lot.
Well, and you have 3 or 4 days. That's just not enough time. All right. Broken diamond left. Single receiver to the right. Boney in the gun. 3rd and about 14. Takes a snap. Throws it out to the right-hand side. The ball's low and inside. You got to put that ball on the outside shoulder right there. Yeah, that's a dangerous pass. But I would imagine right now with 7:08 left, up by 10 points, looking at 4th and 14, you're going to punt this ball.
Coach, I think you and I have bad eyes because I think it's only 3rd down now. Because he got the scramble for the 1st down.
I couldn't. I was looking at the marker. That's my fault. I apologize to those listening. Believe it or not, we can count.
Sometimes.
Empty backfield.
Timeout.
Okay. Well, maybe we're not as dumb as we seem. You know, my daddy used to always tell me I was smarter than I looked, but then he said I just about have to be. So, said I had a face made for radio. Well, it's been a great game so far. It's been a great day in general. Anytime I can come out and watch football, it's a good day. I wish I could bring my kids with me, but I don't think anybody would want to listen to them scream in the background. So,
why not?
Well, because sometimes it's a little unnerving.
Could have brought my youngest daughter with me. She'd have told me what was going on.
Well, you got to like that. My big one right now has decided he wants to watch football with me.
There you go.
But he's a pleaser. I don't know if he actually likes it or if he just wants me to be happy.
I'm pretty sure they're debating, Coach, what down it is.
Yeah.
Okay? Honestly.
Well, let's take a look-see here.
Go back to the scramble.
Okay. We'll go back to the scramble. There's the punt. There's the errant pass. Second pass. This is the scramble. Okay. So he gets first down.
Mm-hmm.
There's first down. There's second down. It's third down, my friend.
Okay, I was wondering
So if they want to call upstairs, we'll be happy to tell them.
that it's third down.
If somebody can get our messenger pigeon, we'll send them on down.
Anybody got any confetti, we'll write it on it and throw it down there.
Along with some comments for the good of the order. Because if there's nothing the coach likes better than comments from the peanut gallery.
That's right.
Because everybody's got a better plan than he does.
I'm pretty certain that you could have filled up three spiral notebooks full of paper on how many times someone yelled at me in the stands this year to run the ball.
No, yeah.
And the bad part about it is I knew who the guy was.
Are you related to him?
Might have been.
Oh, that's always the best.
I know I heard one that, some guy that might bear a striking resemblance to my father on one film asked, "What are you doing?"
It's always great when you can hear people on film.
Yeah, especially when they're with your dad going, "What are you doing?" Nothing really. Then you know it's messed up.
Trips to the left. Fake on
Got
the
it.
zone. Got a man wide open. That's going to be number 2. That's Erwin Bird. He's got some room. He cuts back across field. He just keep running. Just keep running. And he's going to get in for a white touchdown. Man, what a great play. We're going to take another look at that one in just a second.
Touchdown, Amir Spivey.
I'm sorry, Amir Spivey. I said Erwin Bird. Amir Spivey. I apologize. All right. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Quarterback throws it out. Sees all by himself. There's busted coverage right there. And he's all by himself. And he's going to roll. And the man's going to cut him off. So he cuts back. And right here he tries to turn it back up. And all I can think is just keep running this way. Run this way. That's what I'd have been screaming on the sideline. Run to the right. Run to the right. What a great play. Nice job by Amir Spivey from Atlanta, Georgia.
We might have our offensive player of the game, Coach.
Oh, yeah?
Amir Spivey right now, we're looking at 3 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown.
Man. Ball up and through. Ball up and through right there by Breedlove. 27-10. And this game is got 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter, with the white team really distancing themselves with a 17-point lead.
Early in the game, you could have never convinced me that this was going to happen.
No. I thought this was going to be a Granite team game. That's just how it's going to be. The speed and just the size. But the white team, just like we said, came roaring back.
They've pulled out all the stops, too, but they've onside kicked. They've done just about everything you can do.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes.
3, 4. Oh, we got 11 on 11 now, so.
There we go. All right, hey, this could be a huge play for the Granite team. Tell you what, you run one back right here, it changes the shape of the game.
Then they'll get the onside kick.
Yep.
They need something. They need a spark. They hadn't had a whole lot of positive happen since about the 2-minute mark in the first quarter.
Fam out the kick, and it's going to be a little blooper.
Oh,
It stayed in bounds. It stayed in bounds. Oh, my goodness. Like, you couldn't have planned that any better. Let's take a look at that.
Wow. 19. White recovers the ball.
Okay, here we go. All right. The ball goes up. Get off the screen. There we go. And just bounces. And just stays in bounds. It looked like he was going to go out of bounds, and it just stays in bounds.
Did we see who got the recovery?
Let's see. No, I can't get a number, Coach.
Okay. Now let's see what happens on offense right here.
Anybody see who got that recovery? Yeah, it was hard. It's hard for anybody to see that far away.
Definitely right now, I can't see anything.
All right, they got that nasty slot. Give on the jet. He turns it up and is met quickly by the Granite defense. I think number 72 led the charge right there, Trevor Marquette.
Got sitting here right here, we're going to be
Well, looks like there's going to be a timeout white.
timeout white. It's going to be 2nd and 8 after that 2-yard carry.
Tell you what, you score a touchdown right here. Well, you score a touchdown right here, and what's that make it? That's 24.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still 3 possessions.
Don't know the rule. They let you go for 2?
I don't know. You go for 2 and you turn it into a 4-possession game, and that's
No, I'm talking about if it's 34-10, it'd be 24 points. That's 3 touchdowns and 3
that's what I'm saying. If you go for 2, you turn it into a 4-possession game,
Yeah.
which is all but impossible in 6 minutes.
Yep.
But it's going to bring up 2nd and looks to be about 7 for the White offense. They've got that nasty split, those nasty slots to either side. Bring the motion across, fake the jet. Quarterback's looking to the left. Hey, and it's going to be caught by Valerian Agbaugh. Man.
Team White, Valerian Agbaugh.
And a little basketball action.
High school.
Man, from Powder Springs, Georgia. And we'll take another look at that real quick.
I really thought he'd underthrown him right here.
I did too, but he came back and got the ball.
I don't know how they missed it.
Well, he catches it right here. And so, if you look, he's got the ball right there, and they're just trailing him. And he's in the end zone. It's too late.
Nice.
Nice kick by Breedlove up and through. He's been getting some action this game.
Yes, sir.
So funny. We were looking at them just hanging on with 2 early field goals, and I'll tell you what, the offense has really taken off since then.
Yeah, if they brought Breedlove back to kick a couple of field goals, they got to kick 4 extra points in the second half. So he's probably tired. He's kicked for 3 teams today.
Yeah. Well, this is a 3-possession lead here, as it was before at 17. But it's a little. The 3 possessions are a little different now. Requiring a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on each possession, with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. It's unlikely.
I wonder if he's going to employ the same kickoff, because they've put Mr. Stevenson over there to catch the kickoff if he pooches it.
Well, if they do it anything like we do, we simply look to see where everybody is and where everybody is on the field, and then we decide where we're going to kick it. We just tell the kicker where to kick it. Although he doesn't always kick it where I say. That's the idea. Nice kick by Pham. Nice deep kick. Going to be fielded at about the 5-yard line. Coming straight up the middle. Looked like he lost his footing right there. Maybe hurt himself. Not sure what happened right there. That's Erwin Bird on the return. Looked like maybe he tweaked a knee or turned an ankle right there. Because he was really moving, and then just out of nowhere he just kind of folded. Not sure what happened. I hope he's all right.
Coach, you look pretty smart today, because you started off this morning talking about special teams is always scary. And if you go back and look at all of these games, what has reared its head? Special teams and snaps.
Oh, yes, sir.
Today was probably the last game, probably the most unthought of, with the onside kicks and the pooch kicks.
Yeah, it's special teams has been huge. But you figure that the white team has stolen 2 possessions just this game.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's going to be 2 receivers split out to each side for the Granite team.
First
Quarterback in the gun.
1st and 10 at their own 26.
Deion Edwards takes a snap, drops back, fires quick out to the right side. Going to be caught by number 5. Sorry, not number 5. That's number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Dante Kiet. He's had a big day.
Why is that guy doing that every time? Gain of 6 right there.
Going to bring up 2nd and about 4. Really need to get something going here for the Granite team. They gotta score quick. You know, they need to be thinking screen, you know, long pass.
If they're going to throw a screen, they have to throw it short side.
There's Edwards, a quick
Nice.
give right up the gut. Oh. And I think that's 8-on-8 crime. That was number 8. Kalen Manuel from Decatur, Georgia, brought down by Miles Farmer from Atlanta, Georgia for a white team. But it was he delivered the blow right there now.
He was definitely the hammer.
You can either be the hammer or the nail. It's your choice. Doubles look again for Granite. There's a snap. Edwards drops, gets pressure, and he's going to be brought down. That's going to be number 80 for the white team. That's Jacoby Sharp out of Sugar Hill, Georgia. Nicely done. I tell you what, this white defense has come to play in the second half, buddy.
Yes, sir. It doesn't matter who's in there on the front, because right now they're rotating guys in and out. They've just dominated the front line.
I think those cats had to come to Jesus meeting at halftime and decided they were going to come out here and get this thing done, because that certainly seems to be what's happening.
I was always accused of reading the team Old Yeller at halftime.
All right, doubles look for Granite. Edwards drops, looks out to his right-hand side. He's got a man. It's going to be a jump ball right there. That ball intended for number 12, Damian Sutton out of Miramar, Florida. Just a little too high. Couldn't quite get there.
That was 12-on-12 crime, wouldn't you say, Coach?
I think so, man. Yeah, broken up by number 12, Derek Canteen out of Evans, Georgia.
The white team got dirty with them that time. They switched to a 3-man front and then brought the outside linebacker off the edge over there.
Well, looks like there's a timeout on the field or some sort of issue. Well, they're trying to sort this out right now. I'm not sure what's going on. The coaches are out there talking. So, I'm not sure what's happening.
There's been so many coaches' conferences in this game, I was waiting for somebody to change pitchers.
Yeah, they're saying wind the clock, though, so let's play.
Clock runs under 4 minutes.
They say, hey, Coach, y'all got to get off the field because we're fixing to play.
3rd down and 19 right here for Granite.
Chips to the right, single receiver to the boundary right there. Edwards running for his life. And he's going to intentionally ground the ball. Yeah, you got to throw that one. And I think sometimes these kids think if they're out of the pocket, they can throw it away.
Yep.
Because you can do that on Sunday.
Exactly. Sometimes TV football is not the best thing to teach high school players because you hear a lot of the terminology that doesn't apply to the high school game show up, like 5-yard rule.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no such thing. But that's going to march the Granite team back. And they were already having a tough time.
And it's a loss of down.
It's been tough sledding, so now you're looking at 4th, and what is it going to end up being? 4th and 10, 20, 35?
4th and 31.
Is it 31?
Yeah, something like that.
You're the smart one, so. Yeah. That's tough right there. They're going to come out to punt. Not sure who that is punting. Oh, it's a bad snap over his head. Yeah. Great job by the punter to get that ball even away. Touched by the white team and recovered.
That was a
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Granite ball now.
It is. They just pointed that way.
Because that bounced off a white player. Can we look at that one? All right, here we go. Oh, that was the last play. Here it is. All right. Punter's running for his life. Everybody's coming. And right here. Ball bounced off this cat right here. Yep.
Now we're back in. Granite's got it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Waiting the gun. 2 receivers split out each side. Throws it out quick to his left. Gonna motor down the side. That looks like that's number 12 on the reception, Damian Sutton. Yeah, at this point, if you're the white team, you're just saying don't let anything get behind you.
Yeah.
You know, let them have what's in front of you, and to play the prevent defense almost. Give some cushion. Don't get beat. Come out, doubles, 2 receivers split out each side. There's Wade in the gun. He's going to drop. Quick throw out to his right-hand side, and just a little short pass intended for number 6, Dante Kiet. Got 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in this fourth quarter. White 34, Granite 10.
Wade at quarterback for the Granites had a pretty good night tonight. Right now I'm looking at he's about 9 for 14 on the night with a touchdown.
Well, and as you said earlier, rotating quarterbacks is tough on a quarterback because you can't really get a rhythm. Wade in the gun, trips to his right, single receiver to his left, back also to his left. There's a snap. He drops. He looks to the right. He gets lots of pressure. It looks like he might get away, but then it's not happening. Who was that on the sack? I'm trying to get a number, but the kid's jersey's rolled up. It's kind of tough to see.
Is that the running back?
No, that's number 9. It is the running back. That's number 9, Cross Patton. It's nice to see guys do well on both sides of the ball.
It's one of those things that you see rarely in these games where they start letting guys come in and play another position.
Yeah, well, at this point,
Yep.
it's kind of out of reach.
Running under 2 minutes right here to go.
Waiting the gun. Trips to his right, single receiver to his left, back also to his right. He waits the snap. He drops. Throws it down the middle. He's got a man.
Call.
He's fighting for the ball. Everybody in the defensive backfield is there. That's number 1, Stevenson, on the catch.
22 yards for a first down.
Big first down for the Granite team.
Nice to see that young man standing there and make that throw. Keep battling.
Well, and that's you say the throw, but the catch as well.
Yeah.
You know when you cross it back there what's going to happen.
1st and 10 at the white 27.
Doubles. Wade drops. Throws it out to his left side. Oh! And just went to the well one too many times right there. That's going to be picked by number 8, Miles Farmer from Atlanta, Georgia.
Miles Farmer.
Man, I tell you what, the turnovers. White has really been generating. I mean, just the extra chances. Let's take a quick look at that.
Trying to do what you
There's
want
the
them
throw.
to do.
And you see Farmer come across from his safety position, They got too high right there, and he just comes across and robs it, buddy.
Where is it again, though, Coach? It's inside.
You know, we said that before. You know, that ball cannot be inside. If you throw that ball inside, you're begging somebody to pick it off.
Now, we got a little tight race going out here for the defensive player of the game coming from the white squad.
Oh, yeah? Who we got in the running right now, Coach?
Well, you got number 8. That is,
Miles Farmer.
Miles Farmer, he's got a pick today. He's got 5 tackles. Then you've got our good friend, number 92, Nicholas Marino. Just running the clock now. They're taking a knee.
Well, you want to talk about players of the game, Coach?
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to run this one out.
And I think if you're looking at an offensive player of the game, you got 2. You got a couple of choices. You got the quarterback, number 4.
That's Caleb Dixon.
Dixon had a nice night. He threw the ball 14 times. He was 7 of 14. He had a 30-yard touchdown pass. You also had, Amir Spivey, who had 3 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown. And then you had, Mikael Fuller, who had a nice night, had a nice diving 24-yard catch on the sideline that kind of woke up the white team's offense on a long third down conversion. Then he had the 34-yard sprint to put them ahead in the game 13-10. So, we're looking at it like that. That's about where we stand. Of course, if you got kickers too, you got 2 for 2 for
Breedlove.
Breedlove
kept him in the game.
He did.
He kept him within striking distance.
Then I don't think I've ever seen a game where 2 onside kicks have been recovered like that.
No, two totally different onside kicks.
Yeah. So that's what we're looking at right now, Coach. Trying to work on the total stats for you right here. But, if I was voting, I would vote right here for Spivey, because Spivey made
I would agree with that.
2 huge plays coming out. But, if you look at it, Dixon accounted for, 2 touchdowns as well. So,
well, to me, it's about when you made the plays.
And huge plays.
But that turned the game. That was the turning point in the game.
Yeah, it basically put it out of reach. He had, he had a huge play, had a 32-yard catch and a 72-yard catch, and both of those were huge momentum plays in the game. And then on defense, I don't know how you want to go, but you got, you got one guy that's got, 5 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, a half sack for 11 yards. The other guy with 5 tackles, an interception and a pass broken up.
I'm going to go with the big guy, Nicholas Marino, Hollywood.
All right, Coach.
We only ran 1 game, so
Please get home safely and how.
So looks like our players of the game are going to be Amir Spivey on offense and then Nicholas Marino on defense. It's a great game, just an outstanding day in general.
And Coach Collins, Coach Chapman, thank you very much for participating in this wonderful experience over the past, we'll say 15 hours, it felt like a little bit towards the end. But great idea to be able to show a showcase of the freshman, sophomore, and the True 19. This is Football Hotbed. I'm Bo McMichael at McEachern High School. Until next year, stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and have a wonderful night. Thank you.